Hi guys, it's Buck from our Countryside Homestead. Today we are going to process sweet corn. So we bought a bunch of sweet corn from a local grower, and we are going to boil it out here and can it. So that's what we're doing right now. We are getting things ready and processed and ready to go. So this is really our first time doing this with sweet corn. We haven't really canned it in a while or at all. So this is kind of our first time doing it. So it's going to be a really short video, probably just a little bit of compilation of outside work, and maybe we'll do a little bit of the canning work inside. But I know the canning work is the same thing all the time, right? It's boiling water and putting stuff in it. So we're trying to find content, guys, to put up that's interesting. A lot of it is just our everyday in the garden stuff and taking care of chicken stuff and stuff we do when we get back home from our JOBs. So we'll try to do a little bit more content, but I think right now it'll just be a montage of us husking corn. You can come over here too. Alright guys, so we're in the midst of it now. We've got the corn, and we're just going to put it in our boiling water. We started the turkey fryer out here because it's so hot in the house that we didn't want to make it any worse in the house. So as much as we can do outside, we're going to do outside today. So we're just going to boil these down probably 7 to 10 minutes or so. Nothing's going to go to waste today. A lot of the corn silk we're going to make a tincture out of, and the rest of the husks and the corn cobs and stuff will go to the chickens or the compost pile. I know there's a lot of people that I've heard of that make a corn cob jelly. Not something that I'm interested in. So we're going to make eggs out of it and make chicken out of it and compost for next year's garden. So that should suffice. So we got them in here in the boil, and I'm not going to bore you guys with watching water boil, that's for sure. So we'll come back to when we get stuff ready to go and start cutting these off the cob. So we decided that we were going to cut them off outside. So you see, Sam's got a knife and a bowl, and I have one of those fancy, how fancy it is, but it is a corn cob, a corn stripper for a cob. It worked okay a little bit. You can see it left some on the ends. Sam could get a lot more with hers as she cut down through with a knife. So we just kind of kept going at it now. She would cut them off. I used the two bowl system with the corn cob thing, and it worked pretty good. It worked good. I mean, didn't get them all off, but we did ended up getting a bunch of it. Throwing those cobs into the pan there for the chickens, and just watch how it goes down. I was a little bit nervous. I was going to push break the glass top table, but it worked out pretty well. So I'm not gonna, like I said before, bore you with all this stuff, but it worked out all right. I think probably it would be better well spent is someone cutting it off, and the other one just someone cutting off the cob, and the other one just processing stuff, because I don't know, it didn't seem. I tried to do it with a knife, and I wasn't as good as she was, and I was, I lost a lot of kernels. So a little bit of a waste, but you live and learn. All right, so that's where you see how it comes off the cob pretty easy with a knife. It's just easier, I think, that way. I can show you how I use the corn tool, the kerneler. I don't know what they call that thing, but so I'm gonna have her here. Hank, wipe your hands off. I'm just gonna have her take the camera, and I'm gonna do one with the cobber. I gotta find a good one. So what you do is it has serrated edges on the bottom of it here, and you put those serrated edges around the cob, and then you just push down on it.
Squeeze and push down on it.
Squeeze and push down. It does clean it off. It leaves a little bit on there, but other than that, I think it's a fast tool. Something that if you're gonna do a lot of them, we're not gonna do a whole ton of them today. So, like I said, we're just still out here filling out these church pans with corn so we can get them in a canner.
Well, I put the corn in the jars. Buck put about a half a teaspoon of salt in there, and now I'm just filling up with some water, and then taking the air bubbles out. That's all. And we'll put the lids on and stick them in the canner. Alright, we're getting ready to start rocking, and we are going to set our timer for 55 minutes. And we pressure can corn because there's not enough acid in the corn to preserve the food.
We're canning a batch of pickles. Dill pickles that we made, and no, this is not for entertainment drinking. We just made some tincture out of that this morning. So we'll show you the end of this video when the corn comes out.
Hello. So we did 8 dozen corn, and we ended up with 36 jars, 36 pints, and everything went quite well. That's our first attempt at canning corn. I think it went very well.
Hi guys, it's Buck again. Hey, I just wanted to unveil our new Our Countryside Homestead logo. It was a hand-drawn logo and by Sam, and then put together by my cousin. So this is our new Countryside Homestead logo.